Though this capsule of moments from June mainly features the highlights from my much needed trip to Bali, I wanted to at least include some of the clips I have from when I felt inspired to create. Much of this past month I have really spent in a constant state of anxiety. I've been feeling super unsettled in many aspects of my life, and I have been feeling like this for quite some time. So I've had a lot of reluctance around filming just because I felt that the essence of the clips and me and just what I was trying to convey wasn't exactly coming through the camera lens. In between cramming for final exams and feeling seriously overwhelmed by the surplus amount of essays I had to write, there weren't really many moments where I felt present in my own space. I think this semester really showed me that a lot of the goals I had originally mapped out for myself were not in alignment with who I saw myself becoming, and learning to be okay with that has been really confronting and challenging as someone who's always been on quite the straight path, I would say. So June really acted like a mirror for me to see the things which actually needed changing. And in a winter month, that's honestly quite rare for me because I tend to often find myself being more stagnant and waiting for summer to roll around to change. But journeying through poor grades, unmedicating myself in the middle of a semester, and feeling of reluctance towards experiencing any form of life, returning home from my trip, I feel quite ready to embrace the state of my mind which I've been dwelling in for such a long time, with a renewed sense of empathy that I seem to carry for those around me. Yet when it comes to my own overly high expectations, I seem to chastise my own actions when I do not succeed to the level I expect myself to. I think I've always been the type of person who knows exactly what's in front of them and also what's beyond and waiting for them. So to live in such a state of uncertainty about my future has resulted in a colossal mental breakdown that seemed to have lasted all of June. But on a more positive note, it also has taught me many lessons about the aspects of my personality I don't think I've ever seen through such a clear lens. One being that I do not give up easily, which is weirdly something I've always believed about myself, that I'm just lazy and when things get hard, I just run. But considering that I finished this semester with the idea of dropping out and then reflected on it and realized that is not what I want in the slightest, I just needed to rekindle some long dead passion I had in areas of creativity and academia. So I hope that I can continue to work through this chapter of my life while preparing to start anew with lots of inspiration for things to come.
So then I should say, I say this not the best though.
We're in Bali. I'm starting this vlog here. It is day one. I got in last night at midnight. I was so exhausted. I did not sleep on my flight. It was kind of like a travel day from hell. But that is okay. We've made it, and I instantly feel lighter for being here. It's warm. It's a nice soft breeze, and I just absolutely love being on holiday, waking up early, and the routine of a resort or hotel. This resort is beautiful. It has a matcha cafe on site and restaurants and a spa and a gym, and the pool is gorgeous. I'm here doing content for my mum and her business partner's retreat. So it is kind of a work holiday to begin with. The retreat starts tomorrow night, so everyone's kind of gradually getting in. But it is my grandma's birthday today, and she's here for the retreat and for her birthday. So we're spending the day kind of celebrating her. We had breakfast and it was really yummy. Had some fruit and coffee, and being really mindful what I eat, just because I do have a really sensitive stomach, and obviously Bali belly is quite a known thing, but I'm also trying not to like placebo it, because I feel like that's something I would do and then just like trick myself into thinking I'm sick. But I'm just, yeah, being mindful of like what I eat and water and like fruit and vegetables. So I'm trying to just like stay away from things that like need to be washed, just because I know myself and I know my body. But other than that, breakfast was really, really good. We had like birthday celebrations of like a little cake for my grandma, and flowers and cards, and that was really sweet. It's really nice being here with my mom and just like having some family time after like not obviously being around family for so long since I moved. But then we're gonna go for a little walk. I changed into this top, but the wind is a little bit cool, so I might go back into what I was wearing before, just for like coverage. I feel a little exposed. And then we are going to have spot treatment. They're doing a different spot treatment to me. I'm doing matcha spot treatment. So it's like a foot massage, a regular massage, a face mask, a bath, and then I get a 30-minute tea ceremony at the matcha cafe. So that is my dream spa. So matcha and massage and a facial. And I'm really looking forward to that, because the travel here ruined my back and my neck, and my back's just been bothering me anyway, so I'm hoping that they get the knocked out and it like releases whatever tension that I have in my body, because it's there and it's bothering me. And then we have dinner booked for tonight at Nari, which I've heard a lot of good reviews about. I did some research and I think it's a really good location for photos. This like is a little bit about content for my mum, so everywhere that we're going I need to just make sure that I can get good videos and photos for her business and her brand and also my brand. So we're here for 5 days, and then we head to Seminyak, Potato Head, and that's more of a like holiday. So we're there for 2 nights, and we go to Canggu for 2 nights, and then my mum stays here and I go home, because her and her partner have a little holiday booked. I'm just really looking forward to like not decompressing is the word I'm looking for after the semester I just had. I'm gonna do some journaling and hopefully finish my book that I'm reading by Deborah Levy. It's called Swimming Home. I feel like all I read is Deborah Levy, but what's wrong with that? And just like some sun and having some moisture in my skin. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I can feel it. So yeah, we're gonna go quickly walk to a chemist in town, because I just want to get some stuff just to be mindful of my gut, and also because I'm like wanting some probiotics or some charcoal or something. And then we're just gonna kind of see what Abud has to offer, and then we're gonna go to the pool. Oh my god, this spider's been crawling on me all morning. Yeah, we're gonna go to the pool, lay by the sun before our spa treatment. So I'm really gonna hopefully get a tan on, because holy, I am so pale. I'm so pale. Okay.
Welcome. So
This girl is driving me to a yoga class. She bragged me out of bed and said I wasn't a good daughter unless I went with her. What do you have to say for yourself?
Practice yoga, change your life. And you guys are gonna potato head next.
It's so hot already today, but it is another gorgeous day, and my plan today is to lay by the pool. I have a lot of content to edit for my mum, but I started off today with a yoga class, which I very reluctantly went to. I mean, I like yoga. I think it is a really healthy practice, but I've always resisted it just because my parents own yoga studios and I grew up around it. Like, that was my life as a child. You form a kind of like aversion to it when you feel like it took your parents away from you. I always felt like my parents were always doing yoga and teaching yoga, and everything revolved around yoga instead of me. And that's my deep rooted relationship with it, that I'm always just kind of like, no, I don't really want to do it. But then when I do it, I feel great. And I go through phases where I'm like, I love it, and other phases where I'm like, no, I don't. But I did go this morning, and it was a hatha, so it focuses less on the physical body and more on consciousness and being present in your practice through breath work. I think a lot of people associate yoga with something like Pilates, where it's kind of like a competition or very much to get your body toned, but it's so much more than that. And I think I like the spiritual side of yoga more than I like actually the practice. However, the breath work was really intense. It was one nostril breathing, which helps circulate your body, which is actually really good for my POTS, but it's super intense and you have to like dig your belly in while you're doing it, and it's very sharp and it's very repetitive, so it obviously gets your heart rate going. And with my POTS, I can't really get my heart rate up too high, or I really struggle. So I was struggling, and there was a lot of sitting to standing, and like obviously when you're doing sun salutations, and I haven't done that much yoga since I got diagnosed with POTS, but yeah, when you're doing sun salutations, like you're bent over and then you rise and you have to like align it with your breath, and that's especially accentuated in hatha. So when I would come up to standing, obviously it was really bad. Like, I don't know if anyone understands what POTS is. Your body just doesn't regulate as fast, so my heart rate kept like going really high up and then dropping down, so then I'd obviously like feel really faint. And it was an hour and 45 minutes, so there was a lot of that. But I still really enjoyed it. The yoga barn's like an iconic place here in Ubud, and like it's like one of the best yoga studios in the world, I'm pretty sure. So that was a cool experience, and I like that aspect, and it was just nice to do it with my mom, except that she is a show-off. Girl literally is so good at yoga, which you'd hope so because she teaches it, but crazy flexible, where I'm not. Like, my back is so tense, and so is my hamstrings. I get it from my dad, so I can't actually like, I can't bend over and touch my toes. Like, I can go like, that's literally the farthest I can go because my bloody hamstrings. And then my back's been so sore, so I was just being really mindful of my movements so I don't over exert myself. I liked starting my morning like that. I feel really zen, still zen from the spa that I had yesterday, which was sublime. Like, honestly, I haven't had the spa treatment that was so good in a while. I think the bath was my favorite part. I bathed in matcha and lime milk with mint and sliced lime for like 15 minutes, just sitting in this like beautifully scorching hot bath after having a body scrub, a face mask, and a massage for 90 minutes was the best experience ever. And then I had a matcha ceremony at the matcha cafe that's on the grounds. It's amazing. It was so good. And I laid by the pool for the morning and had a coconut and some lunch, which I don't even think I got any content of the lunch because I was running late. I ordered lunch way too late and it came like 10 minutes before my spa appointment. But today I am just gonna lie by the pool, and I have a bunch of stuff to do, which I mentioned, just to kind of get things ready to post on their Instagram. And then that's literally all I had planned. The retreat starts at 4 and we have like a dinner, so be mindful of that. And everyone's kind of just doing their own thing today. My grandma has a facial at 1, so I'll probably hang out with her. There's a dragonfly. I'll probably hang out with her in the morning, and then my mom's working, so she's kind of like, yesterday was kind of our chill day. My grandma had a great birthday. We went out to dinner at Nari, which was really good, but like, I don't know, I feel like if you come to Bali, and I know there's so many restaurants that aren't Balinese food, but I think I would have learned that it's better just to eat the Balinese food than eat foreign food, because it's just not that good. Like, they don't get the flavors quite right, and you might as well eat the food of the culture that you're in. And I think the Balinese food that I've had so far has been like the best food ever. So yeah, it was good. Wasn't great, like whatevs. The view was beautiful, there's live music, but I think we were all super jet lagged. My grandma's 5 hours behind New Zealand time, and my mom and I are 2 hours behind, which isn't that big of a difference. But like, I go to bed early, so if I go to bed at like 10 p.m. Melbourne time, that's like 8 p.m. here, which is like when dinner was. So I was so tired, and I didn't really feel like drinking. I had a margarita, and I was like, I don't really feel like this right now. So yeah, but it was still beautiful. Great way to end the first day. But I am so excited to tan and read my book. I'm reading Swimming Home by Deborah Levy. I just started it. It's really good so far. It's all of her books are very female version of Andre Aciman, who's my favorite male author, so I guess that makes sense. But they're all very like enigmatic, very mysterious, and I've been so inspired to write so far while I've been here. I'm gonna actually do some journaling after this and just enjoy my coffee on the balcony. But it just feels like when you're reading it, you wake up on a sweltering hot sunny day with the slightest bit of heat headache, and everything feels like hazy, like a fever dream. That's what all of our books feel like, specifically this one. I don't really know the plot yet off the top of my head because I just started it, and I got it specifically to read on this trip because it won the Man Booker Prize in 2012, and Hot Milk won 2016, which if you haven't read it, it's so good. But this one's a bit different of a plot. It's all about like the things you remember and holding on to, like limerence, I think it's limerence actually, which is like just reminiscing on what ifs and past. It's all about the past. So I think this is gonna be a really good book to read on this trip. I'm looking forward to that. And then journaling, I'm gonna do some reflections of how I feel since my mindset's kind of changed while I've been here and I'm not like go go go. I'm actually gonna shower after I do some journals, just kind of refresh, bikini, and then I'm gonna go to the pool. I'm gonna get another coconut. A coconut a day keep Bali Belly away. Touch wood, please. Yeah, let's go. So, hot change. We're actually gonna do some content shooting right now. Finally made it to the pool. We were shooting content at the restaurant that we're eating at tonight and making sure it was all set up, and then did a little bit of like township b-roll.
Yes, well, we just finished teaching. Now we're going to breakfast. And I'm missing the men. It's okay. Just start where you are.
Yeah.
Start where you are.
So again, we inhale for 4 and then we exhale for 8. Again, we think about how we're breathing. We want to inhale.
Anything else?
Thank you.
This is the Royal Palace, guys. I'm inside. The ground and then become tilted.
Because you go through so much. It's just like, okay, this and this. You gotta start.
How was your holy water?
Amazing.
Oh my god, stop smoking the flower. Getting ready for dinner. The retreat has kind of come to an end. We have our closing dinner tonight, but the actual training bit is over. So my job is kind of done for content creation wise. I'm kind of just taking it in. Yesterday we went to the holy water temples, which is about like 40 minutes from where we're staying. It was so magical for me because both my parents have been purified at that same temple when I was really young, and that particular retreat was a bit too mature for me to go on as a kid, even though I went on a lot of them. That one in particular was not for a child to be on, and I remember being so jealous. I don't know why the novelty of going to a temple like that was something that I envied, but the fact that I got to do it, and I wish, a part of me wishes that both my parents could have been there. And I did text my dad being like, oh, look what I did, but I felt like I reconnected to a part of my inner child that really longed to impress my parents and follow the same path as them. And even though that's not the path that I'm on, nor the path that I want anymore, I felt like something in me just healed a little bit. And it might just be all the holistic work that I've been doing the past few days alongside the content creation talking, but I don't know, something about it actually cleansed me. And each of the spouts had a different meaning, so you would set an intention or wish for something different at each spout. And I think being surrounded by local Indonesians and also like tourists from around the world who all come to this one particular holy place to, like, you might not like intentionally be worshipping Hindu gods, but to still do the motions and like adhere to the ritualistic practices of a completely different culture, or your own culture if you're local, was beautiful. Like, I think for me, and I've been doing so much cultural work at university, to actually see like an example of how together humanity really is. I feel like we always see how separate, how much hatred is between each like border state, but to see all those people come together was just so lovely, and everyone participated. And even I was skeptical to participate for dumb reasons, like the water's cold, and sorry, it's so loud. There's like a rave going on next door, Bali core, yoga retreat in one location, a rave next door. Someone's at the door. Someone's at the door. Yeah.
I'll grab 2 taps and I'll go down and see whether that it's got to go with 6 anyway. And if I'll see if I can get some cold coconut oil water.
Sure. Okay, I'll get us chairs.
Oh, okay. Do you want to take that?
Yeah. Alright. Thank you. It's my grandma. That was my granny. Sorry, what was I even saying? Just the togetherness, and like, oh, I was skeptical of the water, and there was fish in the water, and I'm really like particular about fish. I don't know why, but they ended up being really cute. They were like little trouts, and they were like had their mouths open, and yeah, it was beautiful, and I really enjoyed, and the photos were gorgeous. I probably won't like post them, but I looked like a glowing goddess. So I feel purified and cleansed. I am having a little like mini POTS flare up just because I think I haven't been drinking enough fluids or having enough salt. Mineral water doesn't have that as much salt as, I don't know, regular water. I'm pretty sure, like sodium levels, so I'm not actually getting the right amount of hydration for my chronic illness. So I did borrow some electrolytes from someone on the retreat. I'm gonna take them, and then my grandma's gonna go look for coconut water. And I'm gonna lie by the pool and just kind of soak in some sun until dinner, and maybe I'll actually, you know, film a dinner. I don't know why I get to the end of the day and I'm just like, I can't be bothered. So pray. But this is the end of the kind of spiritual journey of the retreat, and also my content creation job. Now my grandma, mom, and I are going to Seminyak, which I think is like 40 minutes away, and we're staying at Potato Head, which is like hotel/beach club, and we're gonna have fun as you can have when you're with your family. But yeah, I'm excited for that, and then we're going to Canggu. So this was beautiful though. I think I'm actually gonna miss Ubud more once I'm in Seminyak. I feel like I'm gonna hate how touristy it is and probably won't even like the beach, but I feel good. I feel really good, which is exactly what I wanted from this trip. I didn't want to come home or go back to Melbourne being like, I don't feel good, you know? So this is a success, I guess. Let's go. Impress by the pool. Sorry, I was trying to rhyme. Okay, let's go.
It really is.
It is.
Walking Bali. It's actually a week.
We just wanted somewhere nice for the last night.
We're not sitting on the floor, are we?
No, I changed his mind.
I'd adventure.
But I would.
Oh yeah, sure. I will ask our team.
We made it. Getting my hair done. going to the beach club.
There's your trucks.
Oh my goodness! No, thank you. That's good, Mama.
Is it?
Pickles. And onion. Oh, that's okra.
Yeah, I don't know how you eat it.
Just like a pickle. I've never been a fan of okra. Slimy.
Stop trying to seduce the camera.
Yum. All of it. Beautiful. Oh, I'm tired and ready for bed.
Yeah. I don't think we'll go partying tonight.
Wake up at midnight and go partying. We can do anything here.
Do it the Bali way.
Yeah. A little Bali nap and then party again.
That's more like the Greek way. Get up, go to the club at 3 a.m.
Yeah, if I wake up and just pop over to the club.
No, get clubbing it.
This Asian couple.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
Birthday to you.
I love you.
So much.
I love you.
I have to blow the candle.
You could make a wish first. Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
After a dangerously sun-soaked previous day that featured a few too many margaritas, the fam woke up definitely feeling a little bit worse for wear, and we were traveling to Canggu later that day, so we decided to stay on the Desert Potato Head grounds and have a delicious breakfast at one of the many restaurants that they have. This little side note, if you're ever considering staying at Desert Potato Head, I would highly recommend it, and I've never been the biggest fan of resorts, but this literally had something for everyone. If you're a fan of clubbing or wellness or spiritual or shopping, it literally has it all for you. Not only that, the food was so good and so well made, all the water's filtered. It feels like you're in some Californian valley 10 years ago, and that is exactly the aesthetic that I needed. And I wasn't a huge fan of Seminyak itself, but I did love this resort and I would come back purely for that experience. But after we had breakfast, we headed off to Bodyworks Spa, which is in town, for deep cleansing facials, and oh my god, I needed this so bad. My skin has been so inflamed because I've been going through so many hormonal issues, but it just got worse in Bali, and I don't know why, but it did. So I spent a majority of the trip feeling super self-conscious and was looking forward to having clean skin. I felt like everything was in there really deep, and The facial definitely worked to get that out using microdermabrasion and extractions as well as steam and whatever else comes with the facial. To be honest, I've only had 2 facials in my life, so I don't really know what's included in them, but I'm going through the detox phase, so I definitely say that it worked, and the location was good enough alone. It was styled towards a more Moroccan aesthetic, and all the walls were pink and they reflected the light, and you felt like you were in some type of fantasy novel, and I was literally reading a Middle Eastern inspired fantasy book while I was there, so it was just everything it needed to be. We came back and then we just explored the grounds, and honestly I think our stay here was one of the highlights of my trip, and I would definitely come back. She's already planning what to do for when I leave.
No, that's not
She's
true.
already booking a hair appointment. Oh my god,
I just don't want to do it when you guys are here because it's a waste.
the spa lady oiled my hair, so now it's so greasy.
Well, you can get your hair done before you go. You want to do that?
No.
You need to.
My fit matches this, surrounded by this. I don't know if you can see it. Ooh. And then baseball tee. Last day. Sadness. We're going to the airport.